When I went to Benton Harbor, Michigan to pick him up, I told him that I was pregnant. Roughly when I was 5 months pregnant, I found out that Mr. Bradley was still married.
But was he pregnant by you?
Yeah, he was pregnant by me. Well, I was pregnant by him.
We're going to watch an episode of Judge Mathis. This is one of my favorite pastimes. So we're just going to review this one and see what crazy Judge Mathis is talking about. Here we go.
Plaintiff Akeisha Daniels started dating the defendant 7 years ago, and 5 months after she got pregnant with his child, she discovered he was married. Akeisha petitioned the court for a paternity test because she claims the defendant has been telling people that he's not her son's father, and she's suing for child support and defamation. Defendant Xavier Bradley insists he has never denied his child and has been there for his son since the day he was born. Xavier says regardless of the outcome of the paternity test, he will continue to be a father to his son since he's the only father he's ever known.
All right, prove your case.
Okay, I met Mr. Bradley roughly 7 years ago. We met real early and started dating. He moved in with me.
How long after dating?
Probably about 2 to 3 months, I would say. After then, I became pregnant. I found out I was pregnant around May of 2003. Mr. Bradley, I believe, was incarcerated at the time. When I went to Benton Harbor, Michigan to pick him up, I told him that I was pregnant. Roughly when I was 5 months pregnant, I found out that Mr. Bradley was still married.
But was he pregnant by you?
Yeah, he was pregnant by me. Well, I was pregnant by him.
I was wanting to make sure the man had been in jail. I don't know who was pregnant. Go ahead.
I was pregnant by him.
This is 03.
03, still 03. It was still his wife at the time. She sent a letter asking for a divorce. I didn't know Mr. Bradley was even married at all. He had never told me that he was married until I received this letter at my address. I'm here suing him for defamation of character and back child support.
03?
No, I'm suing for the back child support from...
And the defamation is from
The defamation is from the past couple of years. We've had problems with trying to get the... established the DNA test of my son.
Okay. And that's why you're suing for child support also?
Yes, sir.
All right. Let me hear from you, sir.
First of all, I never denied my child. I've been there since day one.
And that's 2003?
Yes, sir. I saw him come out the womb. I mean, I supported my child, not only my child, 2 of our other kids.
Is that right?
He helped in the household, but
helped how?
When he finally received the job, he was helping paying some of the bills in the household.
So he did support. Go ahead.
I don't really like how she just tried to downplay it. He helped out. Like, he took care of 2 kids that weren't his. Like, give the man a little bit of credit for that. Dang.
Defamation of character, I don't know where that come in at.
Yes.
You all lived together?
Yes. When I moved in for like 2003, when we did start dating, I was there for like we were together for like 6, 7 years. You know, my son...
Living together?
Yes, sir.
All right. Is that true?
That's true.
What type of work did you begin after being released?
Well, I did numerous of jobs before I got one that I obtained for 3 years. I was telemarketing.
Good. And you've had steady work for the most part?
For the most part,
You
yes.
still have something on your record?
Yeah, I'm actually fighting the case now.
Okay, trying to get an expungement?
Yes.
All right, good. Did you obtain a skilled trade or education above high school? Or?
Yes, I've been to college. Actually, 2 universities. I went to UAPB and Philadelphia Smith.
Good. And the reason I'm asking, I just want other people who are watching, particularly those who are either incarcerated or have been incarcerated, ex-offenders, to see that you can overcome your past.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I admit, like I said, when I wasn't working, you know, when I couldn't find a job, I admit I was out. I was in the streets. I was hustling, but...
Yeah. So many are like that, but the fact is when they get that wake-up call in prison, hopefully when they come out, they do as you did.
Well, I never went to prison. It was
Jail, prison, same thing.
I mean, but
Locked up. Let me get back to her. We got
Never let your past define your future. That was a good point, Judge Mathis.
a little off subject, but I wanted to just give you a little props for at least changing your life to an extent that you don't have to engage in criminal conduct. Go ahead, ma'am. You're telling me, and I thought you were trying to tell me that he never provided support. When did you all stop living together?
It's been 3 years. I would say
Okay, and
3
so your
years.
child support that you're requesting goes back to 3
3
years?
years, yes, sir.
All right.
Yes.
And he hasn't paid anything in 3 years?
I've received $100
Okay, sir. Why is that?
this year.
that's not true.
All right. The defamation, how does he owe you for defamation?
He has given several people that we're in common with that my son isn't his. He's told this to them. He's also spoke this to his witness. And I have pictures and...
But how is that defamation? Defamation is stating something that you know to be untrue with the intention of harming someone's reputation, and it indeed does harm the reputation. So with the child support, let's get that out of the way. You haven't been to child support court?
Yes, I have.
And did they give you a judgment?
Yes, sir.
Okay, well, how much is the judgment for?
$10,296.
All right. All right, now let's get to the defamation.
He called the court in Crown Point and had told them that of someone else that I may have been sleeping with at the time.
At what time frame did he say you were sleeping with someone else?
May of 2003.
Okay. And do you have evidence of both? One, that he is the father, and two, that May of 03, he defamed you regarding you sleeping with someone else?
No, the lady couldn't give me the records from the child support court, but I do have the birth certificate and the confirmation letter at birth that he signed.
Mm-hmm.
I also have pictures of him, of activities that he has.
Okay.
Now you know if you sign that birth certificate, use the pappy.
School with my
And
son.
sir, Xavier Bradley, it has your name as the father, sir, and so there's a presumption when the alleged father has signed the birth certificate that is the case. However, you can overcome that presumption with your own evidence. Have you taken a DNA test?
Yes.
Have you taken it with us today?
Yes.
All right, good. And we'll be able to determine this now. What about alleging that she was sleeping with someone else in May of 03?
We have mutual friends. This is the reason why I have doubts that I really don't have any doubts.
Go ahead. You said the reason you have doubts is why.
I mean, it's not really that, like I said, like I explained to her, I'm the only father that he knows. And I'm going to be in his life whether the DNA proves that I'm not his father or not. I'm still going to take care of him.
That's good to know. You're an honorable man. With regard to you alleging that she was sleeping with someone else, did that happen? Were you stating it as a fact, or were you stating it as your opinion?
Well, like I said, we had a couple of mutual friends that was stating that he looked like a guy she was dating.
Okay. So you weren't saying it with the intention of harming her reputation.
No.
Sounds like he was being told that, and so he was concerned that that might be the case. So let me get the paternity test and we'll see. Any of your witnesses want to speak?
I would like for my witness.
Come on now. State your name.
Shalonda Jones.
Okay, what do you want to tell me?
I just been
Doyle ran to get the results.
on X and Keisha throughout the whole relationship, and I can say X has been a stand-up guy, but he has had intervals where he has not worked, and when Keisha needed him the most, he walked out on their relationship.
Tell me what
she's had medical problems, rheumatoid arthritis.
Walked out.
He left her. He left her. He got a job. He moved on, got another girlfriend or whatever. They had problems. He got tired of taking care of the kids while she was sick and ill. He left her, walked out. Then he lost his job. He needed a place to stay. When he lost his job, she got a settlement from Social Security. He came back.
All right. Typical relationship issues regarding finances. Good enough. Your witness want to speak? State your name.
My name's Tawana White.
What do you want to tell me?
Xavier and I has been together ever since May of this year. What I want to say is Xavier never denied.
You don't know anything. You just got what he May of this year. This goes back to May of 03. This goes back to May of 03. You just got off the boat, on the boat, one or the other. All right, so what we have here, ma'am, is you are suing him, alleging that he owes $10,000 as the child support court ordered, because he did sign the birth certificate saying that he was the father, even though he is unsure. He says even if the child is not legally his, and you have misled him, if that's the case, and I don't know if you have or not, but even if you have misled him about being the father, he's willing to be a stand-up guy and stay in the child's life. So we're going to see if you misled him. And as it turns out, the child is not his.
Wow.
So your claim is dismissed. Sir, I recommend if you want to make any adjustments, you certainly need to adjust this child support order. Go back to the same court, the family court, and take another DNA test, or take that which I have given you as evidence. And I'm sure this child support order will be dismissed. And who knows what else. You might even get some of the money you've paid over the years back. All right? Not only has he not defamed you, sounds like you may have been a little defamatory yourself. Have a good day.
I apologize to Xavier for this. I apologize.
I just want to see my son.
If he wants to see him, it's up to him.
Yes.
Ooh, that's all I'm gonna say is, damn. I knew at the beginning of the story when she said that he was in jail when she got pregnant, that the timeline was going to be iffy from there. And even Judge Mathis, if you remember at the beginning, he was like, was he pregnant by you? Which he misspoke, but that's got to be tough. My heart goes out to that guy, because I can only imagine you build a bond with the kid, assuming it's yours, and then it turns out that it isn't. You know, it's different for women, we know. But men, you know, you gotta be careful who you lay down with, because you never know what you're gonna get up with. So, yeah, that was no doubt he's the father, but it looks like there was definitely doubt.